Hey, welcome back to Driven Channel. I'm here with another special guest, but I think this is the first time, actually it is the first time that I have somebody that specializes in dogs. But not only dogs, like you also do cats. And
Yes,
and you groom them
I groom
and
them.
you give VIP service. It Why is it Dog Fathers Plus?
Dogfathers Plus is my brand name. The company name is Dogfathers Grooming Service Plus. And I named it that because I'm providing more services than just the grooming.
Hey.
We're talking about making sure your dog's wellness is right, making sure that we provide, stuff like nutrition, stuff like, hey, this supplement is what your dog needs. Also training and even educating those that need help with the business, working like a pro, and showing them how things is done.
And Edward, you you figured out a way how to make a lot of money. And I mean, you have a passion for pets, but you make a lot of money taking care of pets.
Yes.
Before we get into that, uh, can you tell everybody like who is Edward? And I know it's Edward and
Cortes,
Edward
Edward
Cortes, but
with the
who is
S.
Edward? Like, were you born here? And also like what made you want to start this business?
Yeah, I was born in East LA, and my family grew me up in Pasadena, a street called Villa and Garfield.
I know where that is. I used to own a house around there,
Okay, so back in those days, it was pretty tough.
by Altadena.
Yeah, yeah. So if I left my bike out there, I was gonna get jacked. If I played around, there would be a little fight, and I had to stick up for myself.
Yeah.
But then from there, it was like, hey, let's have fun. Let's kick these rocks. Let's climb on trees. Let's
So
go play
you used to get into a
soccer.
lot of trouble or not?
Not really, but I was adventurous. I didn't want to be at the house playing video games like nowadays. We at the house playing video games for the little
Did
youngsters.
you catch cats and animals? Like,
Well, I have a old story that at 7 years old, I bought a bulldog for $20 on Villa and Garfield. A family there had puppies, and they said, "Hey, if you want this puppy, give me $20." All right, and I came through with change, and I got that bulldog. But we couldn't keep it. We lived in apartments, so the whole thing with me was, I wish I could have a dog.
hmm
So I think Dogfathers Plus was soon to come through, but I still had to pick up poop and figure it out. And the love came when I found the gray line American Pit Bull Terrier. Those gray pit bulls that you would see back in 2000, really muscular
the
and
gray
pretty.
pits.
Yeah,
Those are good with women.
yeah. So back in the days, that's the dog I liked. My cousin had it. Her name
hmm
was Silk. So I played it off. I played it off like it was my dog. You know, $2,000 dog back in the days. That was too expensive. And I would show it off, train it, wash it, do all that stuff. And eventually, I had that opportunity to buy a dog from my cousin. He was doing the raising and the breeding. And I gave him a deposit. I couldn't do everything. I said, "Give me my money back." And he said to me, "Hey man, that's why we don't do business with family. Here's your money. Don't do those type of things." So I continued doing my thing, understanding dogs. And eventually, I helped them do a little dog sale. The guy produced his little breed, crossed it with the English bulldoggy, which is really what you don't want to do. But I said this is the opportunity where I could get my dogs, because Silk, she was my dog, but it wasn't mine. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So that's where the love for my dogs came through. The responsibility of taking care of the dogs, being out with your dogs and they're looking good, not looking all bummy and beat up.
Right.
And I learned kind of on my own how to do these things, but I never knew about grooming professionally.
Yeah.
So pretty much I learned how to do the little vaccinations when it came to it. Hey, raise it, do this. Hey, it's getting sick. This is what you need to give them. And eventually, um, going to school, understanding that I want to be a businessman. I needed to get educated, but it wasn't like today. Today is easy to get information and figure out what you want to do. So I just held to this dog game. Got into the retail business. Didn't do anything for me after college, and lost it all. Switched my game up. Met my wife. Then I had a
Rosa.
yeah, Rosa. Then I had a kid, my first one back in 2012.
How many do you have now?
Two. And around that time, it was tough because I came from a place where I was supervising, making some type of money, but it wasn't what it was. And I didn't feel like a man. I'm like, man, I need to get my money up. And the dog thing was there. Like I was doing my sales and all that. If you look
Yeah.
at my YouTube page under Dogfathers plus, Dogfathers plus, no, Dogfathers underscore plus, you'll see the little old school videos I have of the breed that today is a purebred UKC XL type of dog in the American Bully breed. But um, getting into it, I got into Petco. I learned the whole business there. They
So
taught
you were
how to-
working at Petco?
yeah, they taught you how to work with fish, how to work with little rodents and all that, rats and hamsters. And I was doing it. I wasn't afraid because I needed to learn it all. I was doing the whole the night crew stuff, having to work at night, not being able to be with my wife sleeping, that was tough right there. And then
This was what year?
this was 2000 2011, 2012. When my kid comes out, I'm like, damn, man, I'm slipping. But
How much money were you making there at Petco?
like minimum wage, like 9 something, when I was making like 17. So I lost that. The dog stuff I was still holding, so it was like a dog I would sell for 3,000, 1,000, 1,500. And then I will keep my relationships. Hey, how's the dog doing? Hey, blah, 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 this and that. Hey, could you take care of my dog? Yeah, I'll take care of him. And I will show them off, and I will see how they were growing up. They were looking really nice, and they were smart. So as I kept on holding on to my dog thing, I couldn't do Petco. It wasn't working out for me. I learned what I had to learn.
You were making more with the dog thing?
Nah, it was just like a little hobby.
But you were
My-
making, you said you were making like $2,000 a month?
Off of a sale. Maybe it would take me 6 months to do. The
Oh.
puppies were 6 weeks. I had to train them, teach them, so they could move around and be civilized, right? You having a big dog like that, they're gonna be afraid and they get into trouble. That's why we see them at the Humane Society, right? We're not doing our job, so we gotta take care of them. So the Petco thing taught me good things. I met a couple people. My bachelor's degree wasn't helping. Family was telling me, man, what are you doing with these dogs? You just wasting money. Like, it's a hobby. What are you doing? Always that negative talk. So I held on to it. Finally, I was able to make some moves and go to PetSmart. And at PetSmart, that's when I hopped in, knowing that I have to do something there, man. I have to do some management, something with growing myself. And then I had that opportunity with the manager at the moment. Her name Debbie was the lady, Debbie. And she gave me a shot to go into the grooming salon. And once I got there, that's it. I was the best.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened in PetSmart or Petco?
Dogs at Petco, I can't talk nothing about that because I was just straight back work, putting
Yeah.
stuff up, and that's it. PetSmart's where it started coming through. I started seeing the behind the scenes stuff, right?
In PetSmart?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know how to work with certain dogs. They would pick and choose what to do. Dogs would get injured. People would get bit.
People would get bit?
Yeah, and it would be dumb.
What's the
things.
craziest like bite from dogs or from
bite? The craziest bite is you walk in your dog and somebody's working on the one side and the dog bites the person working. It's like, come on, man. So that's where, as I start opening my academy, which I already have some people ready in that list for November, December.
So you're training people now how to
Yeah, so we'll see if they want to go ahead and make money with Dogfathers Plus. It's cool, but I guarantee they'll get it somewhere else if they want it, or they could pick up the business I got and I'll set them up. with how I'm making it pop. And yeah, so people don't know how to handle the dog right, and the dog will get loose or step on something and get dirty again, where you have to take them back to wash them because you paid your money. You don't want your dog to be dirty, right?
Or like you wash him and
And then
he
he steps on
steps in the mud
piss.
and
Yeah,
you take him back to the house.
exactly. He steps on pee or on poop, and you're like, "Here, sir, your dog's all done. He did good." Hey, why is that smell? What's up with that smell? I don't know, sir, but have a good day. And then it's like, man, my dog, he has shit
What
all
if
over.
what if you just clean the dog and he's like shiny and smelling good, and then you have to go over a puddle to get to the house?
Well, when we're talking about mobile grooming, it's a different story, and I'll
Mobile
tell you
grooming.
how.
Yeah.
I carry him.
Oh, really?
I'll carry him.
What
Yeah,
if it's a
so,
huge dog?
I'll see how far I could go into the
That's what I would
into
do.
there,
Yeah.
and then I'll either put maybe like the red carpet, and make sure he's right. Have a towel with me and dry his feet up and put him in.
So you're that detailed?
Yeah, that's what I
You always
do.
give the dog like squeaky clean?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, if the people seeing me right now at live, you could go ahead and post stuff about me and let the people know how I do.
It's
I've
kind of
been
it's kind
doing
of
this
like
business for a
like
minute.
when like if Seal takes a shower and she's running around barefoot
Mm-hmm.
and then her feet are all dirty and I tell her like,
Yeah,
hey,
then you could slip. So now we're preventing injuries, stuff like that. So that's how we do it.
yeah,
So going back yeah, people are getting bit in funny ways. So we always have to make sure we use the right type of tools. A lot of dogs don't like certain tools and they'll get upset, or they could remember stuff and they'll be like, "Oh nah, man, I'm not gonna do that." So you have to find other ways to approach them. And I've been able to find that with the dog that bites for blood, which I'm like, "Oh shoot." He really got me where he hit the bone, but he didn't open the flesh. So now I tested him. Okay, cool. I know this guy's like that. It's gonna take time. So I do work with some dogs that I can't really work with like that. So I make sure I do everything. I'm able to finally brush their teeth. I could pull that out, the muzzle off when we're done. But there's just certain things that, as the dog has grown up, he picks up those habits, and the parent never helped them change that. The groomer that they had before never helped them change that. So I've been coming around 4 years now, let's say, and dogs have changed. They have a different temper. You can see the dog has a different type of like vibe when you see him.
yeah. So when you started grooming, when you started your company, 2019, right?
Yes.
So you went from you have a college degree. You said.
Yeah.
What's your degree?
International business.
How'd you go from international business to like dogs?
So when I was doing my dog thing, I was like, man, I wanted to be known, so I could take my
Well, you got
dogs
the business out of it.
so I could take my dogs to Colombia and do stuff like that. So I did that with Dog Fathers Plus, but there was too many rules with the COVID coming around, and I really couldn't do things, so I had to give my dogs away out there.
Can dogs get COVID?
No, but there was just rules like, oh no, you can't take your dog. It has to have rabies right now.
But dogs can get COVID?
Nah, I never seen that. From the whole time I was there, they didn't get sick on me.
Yeah.
I didn't see any change, but there was still.
What school did you go to?
I went to AIULA, American Intercontinental University. This university was a private university set in different continents, England, Dubai, stuff like that. I went to the Los Angeles one. They focused on fashion. So I had the opportunity to meet some people there, which was cool. A lot of like Middle Eastern guys, Indian guys, they did their little thing. I saw how funny the school system was, they were really sneaky on how they did things and all, and they got through it. But I did what I had to do. My dad wanted me to be a graduate, to be a professional, to get married, to have kids, and I was able to do all that. And he was able to see what I did. He passed away, rest in peace, Pops. But he was able to see I was already towards retiring him. Hey, Pops, take it easy.
Yeah.
Check my dogs out, walk them, show them off for me. But
Dude, would you say that grooming grooming dogs is dangerous or not?
Yeah, it is. People get back issues. They get bit. I almost lost a thumb to a cat.
But
So
because before we get into that, you don't just do dogs. You also do cats.
yeah, I do
But
cats.
before we get into the cats, the dogs, what is like the hardest dog that you've ever gotten?
The hardest dog that I ever gotten is a dog that's blind, that bites, and that nobody wants to take. And those are the ones that made me the dog groomer I am today.
Why don't you skip him?
Man, because I like to show off. I like to feel that adrenaline, man. And everybody there too, if they see me on the chat, they work in at PetSmart, they already know how I do. I never say no. You know, a lot of times people don't want to get their dogs groomed because they're embarrassed of how they're looking or how they behave. And they probably did have an opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take my dog over there and get groomed. And they're like, oh man, you tripping. I'm not working on that dog, so
But
that
but
hurts
but you're
people.
but you're already you built a solid business that makes you really good money. So why would you take risks where you could get hurt?
Well,
What if that dog bites
the
your?
risks come everywhere, right? Like you have the pro soccer players that bust their knee up and now they're number one and now they're like not there anymore. There's just ways I know how to get to it. And if the pet parent's in need and knows what they need, I'ma do it. But if it's a pet parent that's like, nah, just do my dog, and I'm like, man, he bites for blood, he's blind, he's
What
deaf,
do you mean bites for blood?
like he's gonna bite me once I try to grab him.
Hmm.
And not until I get him away from the pet parent and I let him know I'm in charge and I see what triggers him, then I could flow with him. He might be like, oh, hey, come here, boy. And I control him and I keep going.
So what's so this dog that was the hardest one or the
Uh,
most dangerous dog you got?
yeah.
How much did you get paid for the dog?
So that was back at PetSmart. So at PetSmart, I had
Mm.
to be very careful that I didn't injure a dog or they'll fire me. Just
Hmm.
like that. Or if I did something dumb, like I got bit, hey, man, now you're fired. But man, I took risk, and that dog just helped me control my like your heartbeat. You know how you
Yeah.
gotta sometimes you get a little afraid.
Were you scared that time?
Nah, cause I've always had those little challenges with dogs in the past, like with my dogs, like
How big was that dog? What kind of dog was it?
it was a small dog, like
Oh, really?
20, 30 pounds. But just any dog that bites, even the smallest one, it hurts. It hurts, man.
Like how much?
Man, like from 1 to 10, like a 8.
Really?
Yeah, like you're like, oh man, damn, like your skin's open. And you're like, damn, off a cut. I'm done. I can't work. I can't do anything. But this Korean guy, I mean, I just know the dog's name was Mops.
I still remember him.
Yeah, and man, he was just so grateful that I would do his dog, and everybody would be like, damn, what you doing, man? And I was like, man, he came out looking fresh. It was just something I did to that dog that he let me do him. But he still had that in him that I can't go ahead and be chit chatting and doing my thing. No, I went there, I worked, I did my
It's kind of like
thing,
an
and that's it.
angry girlfriend, huh?
Something like
That
that.
wants to kill you.
But yeah,
Is that how you feel when you got that dog?
when I got that dog, it was more like,
Because you could control the angry girlfriend that wants to kill you. You control her, but,
well,
but
no,
you need to have
you could still
the right
control that
moves,
dog.
strategy.
You could still control that dog, but there's a certain point where he then goes like,
Crazy.
I don't know where I'm at.
Mm.
I'm tripping, and he could get sick on you. So you need to know how to keep him like
So
this.
so they have like they're very
Yeah, like your car,
emotional.
like that one bucket car that you have, and just you have to put water in it before it overheats.
Yeah.
That's the dog, so you have to control it, and that's what I would do, and that's what I do with a lot of dogs. I control them, and then we get to it, and I'm able to work on all type of dogs.
What's easier, or what's harder, a Chihuahua that's very aggressive, or a German Shepherd that's really aggressive?
It would be the German Shepherd because both of them are fragile. The German Shepherd's big and he acts too funny. He could also pull his leg or pull a muscle. They're really bad with hips, so you have to be careful with them. And then the Chihuahua, you could kind of grab them, hug them, and do your little thing with them. So it's not that bad. But
So you kind of like force him to do it.
what you do is the Chihuahua has a lot of strength.
Really?
Yeah, it has a lot of strength. So what you got to do is meet him at his strength, kind of like when he spot me,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
kind of push yourself, and then from there they're like, "Oh shoot, what you doing?" And they calm down, and then you approach. Oh shoot, and then you keep going. But if you're kind of like, "Oh, I don't know,"
Because if I'm like if I go inside a house, if I break in a house, and I see like a Chihuahua, like going right after me, I would not even run away. I would just I would actually like walk closer to him and be like, come on, and because the Chihuahua you could kick it like a soccer ball, so like if you just kick it, boom, I feel like it's dead, and it'll fly like kickball. I used to be good in kickball, but a German Shepherd you can't do that. If I see a German Shepherd big rushing at me, I would like fucking run away.
Yeah. Our small dogs, they're for alert. Sometimes just the whole barking thing will be, oh shoot, let me run away, right? But even then, that big dog too. Once you kind of show the dog submissiveness, like you get down, the dog might not even attack you. There's been dogs
Really?
that come to me, and I get low, and they just kind of be like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" And that's when I control my heartbeat.
How do you control your
And
why is the heartbeat
So the
important?
breathing, because they could feel you. Like,
Really?
I feel like they could feel either the way you breathe.
So they're a lot like women.
Man, I guess so, because they're like special. Yeah, these dogs are special, man. Your heart starts beating, then they'll go ahead and they'll get the little mohawk on their back. Tail goes up, and it's on you to kind of slap them out of it.
When they do that, is that dangerous?
It could be, but sometimes they don't know how to control it.
Is that when
Just
they're
out of
getting ready to
nature,
bite?
That's when they get ready to like do something. So if you were to do something out of nature, they don't know how to fight or do, but they'll just snap. And if your hand's there, you're done. All right. Now different dogs will take that a little more out of nature, like a pit bull. You do that, they'll know how to. Okay, I like doing this, and they'll do it. Same with the German Shepherd. The German Shepherd has been known to like protect the home. So if they see a human, they're gonna keep an eye on that. Like I have a German Shepherd versus my Presa Canario. My German Shepherd, when she hears somebody or sees somebody, she's already ready to see what's going on. While my other one's just kicking back like it's nothing.
Oh,
But if
they're both German Shepherds?
No, German Shepherd and
Oh.
a Presa Canario. So
What's a
like
Presa Canario?
The Mastiff type of dog.
The
Mastiff,
huge dog?
The bigger dog, yeah.
You have one of those?
Mm-hmm.
And they're friends?
They're friends, female and male. But
Who's the male?
the Presa.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
They don't mate? Or
He tries to, but she doesn't let.
but
She'll bite
isn't
back.
he way bigger?
He's way bigger.
Can he just force it?
But nah, the female has to let. I think just in nature is like that with us too. So he's tried to.
I thought with animals you just force it.
I it depends,
Like
man,
like
'cause
lions.
A lot of times you have dogs that breed, and you're like, man, they just bred, and now you have a lot of puppies. But
There's a
with-
difference between like making love and then just forcing it
I guess so, man. The puppies come out nicer. So
or being rough.
So with my dogs, the female doesn't let them. She'll bite back, not to attack, but hey, stop.
You still breed dogs?
The last little breeding we did was back in 2022, and that's the dog that we bred from designer breed and all the stuff I was doing.
Yeah.
Collecting all my dogs from that one dog Silk I told you about to a purebred,
Yeah.
which was an achievement right there. I saved documents, saved pedigrees, presented it to the kennel club, and they said, "Cool, man, that's your breed."
Yeah.
So I got, and they're big dogs,
Yeah,
130, 135.
Well, what about like poodles? Like I don't know if this one's a poodle, but like poodle dogs. What are they good for? Because they
The
seem pretty
poodle
like
dogs. I had one is just to cuddle with.
yeah.
You
Right?
could play fight with them.
They don't seem like they don't seem aggressive. They don't seem like they
I
fight.
had one though. I had one that will keep the house clean, like making sure like she'll get rats. Like she'll fight rats in the
But
back.
isn't that dangerous?
Well, you get them vaccinated so you're good.
So they could eat a rat?
And then again, you want to make sure that you keep an eye on that because rats could have a poison. They probably ate the poison thing, and now the dog has that. If they eat a poison rat.
Hmm.
But for the most part, that's what my dog was good for. You come home, they bark, hey, Pops is home. And, hey, what's up, girl? Come over here.
Because that means the house is safe.
Yeah. So, the dog's nice for those that need a companion. That dog's good for apartments now.
Well, who wins in the fight? Well, those, because poodles, there's like the little tiny poodles, and then there's like the big poodles.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tiny poodle and a chihuahua, like who would win in the fight?
I'm not sure.
Chihuahuas don't really know how to fight, huh?
Nah.
And they're
Those dogs are pretty mean.
the chihuahuas.
Like every small dog you see, Pinscher, those type of dogs are mean.
Because they're trying to make it up with being loud.
Yeah, they get you. And a lot of people struggle with them because they're very tiny and they're fragile or they bite. I don't want to try. So they're really tough. But
Because I feel like if they bite you, it wouldn't even hurt. A chihuahua,
it'll hurt.
but like a little bit.
It depends, man. I mean, we have thick skin, but like I tell you, like, let them bite you here
Yeah.
or just like the ear maybe.
Yeah, but you're not gonna put your face in front of
No,
them.
you are. You're going to go to your friend's house. He's going to have a chihuahua. Hey, be careful with my dog, bro. Like, just chill. All right. Okay. And then you're like,
Oh,
oh, shoot, damn, bro.
especially
And-
after some beers.
You see? So now you see what I'm talking about. So right there, I'm always awake in being able to educate my people, my customers. And hey, look, you having issues with your dog? Yeah, I am. Okay. What issues do you have? They can't do their nails. When the people come, he's just barking. He even tries to bite me. Okay. Like, so do you feed him? Well, yeah. Do you put your hand? No, I can't because he'll tell. Okay. So now you got to give him discipline. Feed him. Take the bowl away. Use a toy. Take it away. Give them that. Like, start working with their brain. So that's the training thing I do. So we have training. We have the boarding that we're doing with our packages that we have now in our grooming services, a monthly thing. And then we have, like I said, we're working on the academy for those that want to learn. Now, let's say you want to know about your dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, man? Really, I want to bond with my dog. I want to have that dog that if I go walk out and he's anywhere with me, he's not gonna act dumb, and I know how he's looking. I wanna clean him myself once in a while, right? Like when I see my son, hey man, put this on. I'm doing something, right? Mom takes care of that. But
Is that
then I
important for owners to bond with their dogs?
It is because you're able to see what's going on with them if they're going through like mental issues.
Dogs go through mental issues?
Yeah, because as they get older, they start forgetting like where they're at, or they start losing hearing, like their sight too, and then they start acting a certain way. You're like, but I don't know why they're acting that.
That's
way.
why sometimes your dog that was always good, when they're older, they'll bite one of your kids.
That could happen. That could happen with me. It never happened because I keep an eye on them, and we have family there watching them. But I mean, I have a lot of dogs. Every customer that I have, that's my dog. I care for it for me, like just like it's my dog. So I
Yeah.
want to make sure they get all that information.
Yeah. What about cats? What are like? Why did you decide I'm gonna also groom cats?
So
Are they the same price than dogs?
now they're a little more expensive.
Cats.
Yeah,
Damn.
cats will take you will like take you to the hospital.
Really?
They're just like the nails, they're dirty. They go into the cat litter. All right, they go into the cat litter. They might go out there and hunt some type of animal. Their saliva's rough because they could eat anything. So if you get bit and your immune system's not
Well,
right,
what could eat anything? Dogs can't.
for the most part, just imagine put a cat out there to a dog out here. Which one's gonna survive? I feel that the cat's gonna survive. The cat, we end up giving them little scraps here and there, and they come back. They're smart. They know how to survive.
Those are lions.
The dog, you might get hit by a car. It's tough. We got to be careful with that. So
So cats are smarter than dogs.
I feel like when it comes to the nature aspect, survival mode, I think they are. And working with these cats, I really have to be sharp. They're like ninjas. They move fast. So you have to grab them quick and be.
And if you squeeze them, they might bite you, right?
Well, you hold them from the neck, from the skin,
Oh.
and then you start working with them. So you could adjust them with like a little leash so they're not moving around.
You know how to grab cats? Really good. What about like stranger cats?
I don't do that. I don't right now. I don't have time to like play with like stray cats and all that stuff. But they have foundations that care for that. They'll find them.
What do you mean stray cats?
Like the cats that are just out in the street.
Oh yeah.
And they'll just find them and
Those could have
raise them.
Those could have like also some.
Parasites, worms and stuff like that.
Can cats have AIDS?
Nah.
No.
But
Rabies?
they could have some type
Rabies?
of diseases. Rabies, if it is, like, you'll know. But I got bit
How
by-
do you know? Because they have like pus coming out of their mouth.
Like, you just see a cat tripping. Like, you'll see a cat like, hey, dude, that cat's not healthy.
Like, have you ever seen a cat that has like a bunch of what's that called? Like the
Boogers.
no, like fuzzy saliva coming out of their foam coming out of their mouth.
Nah, I never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got bit by a cat and I almost lost my thumb. And this was just three like bites on my finger, really small.
3?
Yeah, 3 bites because I tried to grab him, like he got loose on me. Something
He
outside.
bit you 3 times in a row.
Yes, like.
Would you just let him go after he bit you once?
So when I try to grab him, I don't know. He jumped from some sound that happened, and he came out. I lost him, so he was just jumping all over the place. And I tried to grab him. When I grabbed him, he went for this hand, so he bit me right here. After that, I tried to grab him like this, and he got me 2 times on this hand. So I didn't have any hands. And that was starting my business in 2019 too. He messed me up. This black cat. I don't see him anymore, but man.
You wouldn't see him again?
I wouldn't because they didn't show me love. I mean, business is business, right? But the pet parent didn't say, hey man, you good? Like, are you in the hospital? They didn't care. And the last time they called me up, I took care of their dog, but I mean, they really didn't even talk about what happened.
Yeah.
I let them know, though. I say, hey, man, that cat you have took me to the hospital. I was done for a month. I couldn't do anything. Like, how's that cat doing? Oh, she's good, this and that. But it was just like that. So that's when I knew that in this business, we have to educate our customers so they know that we're taking care of business and we're there for them. That we're not over here just picking up money and leaving. All right? Because, see, when a dog gets hurt, it's my responsibility. Then they start talking smack. And then they want to say, man, I hate you. Like, then they forgot about all the good stuff you did for the person.
Yeah.
So that's where I had to go ahead and, come through with my chest up a bit for those that really don't respect the type of service.
Have you ever injured a dog?
There's been times at PetSmart where a dog, I let this guy wanted the dog to be done.
Yeah.
And, I said I never say no. So I said, no, I'll take care of him. No trip, I'll get you. And then this dog was already like the type of dog that's jumpy and likes to bite. But I was able to do everything. Right when I was doing something, like I had him on the table, I was doing something like to grab something. He got off the lead, jumped, messed up his leg. And now he was limping. So that was like a strike 1. And the person there, the manager there, told me, hey, so what happened, man? The dog jumped. He tried to bite me. When I tried to grab him, he jumped off and he messed up his leg. Well, you know what? Now the dog's going to have leg issues and we're going to have to give him medicine for the rest
Can you
of
get
his
sued
life.
by the owners if the dog gets injured?
Not because of like the contracts that we have. Well, the contracts that they had is like, hey, we know what we're doing here. If something is to happen, like if I was to get bit, we're not going to sue you. Hey, your dog bit us. Now you owe us money. But
You have an insurance that covers it?
Yeah. So right there, that was the time that a dog got injured, and right there, I knew that whenever I had to go ahead and work with a dog like that, they would be working him on the floor, working him low. So if he was to do something like that, he's not gonna jump off and get hurt. So every time you got to go through these experiences, I got bit,
Yeah, yeah.
the dog got hurt. A lot of stuff happens. Some dogs have cancer, and we don't know what's going on, and something happens, and they finally find out, oh shoot, it was cancer. Like, my bad. I thought it was something else.
Yeah.
But we're always there for our customers to keep them up.
So if you make more, so you make more money with cats, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't you just become the cat fathers plus?
Well, look, you make more money with cats if you have a lot of cats.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to work.
But they're more
with
dangerous,
cats.
though. They're more
Yeah,
work.
I really don't want to work with cats. My whole field is dogs, but I wouldn't be a groomer if I didn't do cats. You know
Why
what
do
I'm
you say
saying?
that?
Like when you go to the dog grooming business, like the life of dog grooming, or grooming pets. There's dogs and cats. There's not dogs, cats, rodents, birds. It's just dogs and cats.
Yeah.
So I always like to come through for the people, and I learned how to do cats, so I'm gonna do them. Just like in certain jobs, they have like a certain thing in their company. Hey, but we also offer this. You want to be the one that could offer more things.
Yeah, right.
And that was me, so that's why I took
But-
cats. But for the most part, I've been good. I learned my lesson with that bad cat, and we've been pushing now.
Yeah, that cat is banned. If you're watching this, you're banned.
Yeah, this black cat, he was tough.
What's his name?
Chico, I think.
Chico?
Yeah, Chico.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he was tough.
Chico relates.
Man.
you wouldn't give Chico another shot?
Nah, I wouldn't. And only because, like I tell you, man, they didn't show me love. Like, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
come through for that cat,
Yeah.
do my thing. I got her, and it was nothing. And that's where I realized, damn, like, I try to show up, do my thing, but I lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were
Oh.
waiting for me. But I did get to learn one thing on how a team is valuable, and how to have other people work with me. So at that time, I had others working for me.
Yeah.
But I was able to find out that it was tough. This business was tough. Like the mobile grooming thing, it's a little tougher than being in the salon.
Why?
Because one thing is you're driving, so you have to be on top of your driving. Two, you're kind of like on a clock. Like, you want to be a little smoother with time, right? And over there, they come to you, so they're just making line. The bad thing is that you're making line, you're waiting a long time for your dog to get done, and with me, it's less time. You get it done faster. So you have to be focused on your time, making sure you do things right, so you don't have to go back. Because people could just go, oh yeah, I messed up. Oh yeah, come back. Turn your car on, put gas, drive to me. I'll be here. And if I'm not, I'm off tomorrow, but you could come the next day. No, I want it now. With me, if I was to mess up, I'm gonna go there that same day. I'm gonna
Yeah.
figure it out. I don't want it to keep going, and I want to make sure everything's looking right, so that we could push on to the next one.
In PetSmart, you did dogs, cats, and what else did you do? A lot of different things.
At PetSmart, I just did dogs.
Oh, dogs. What about Pickle?
Huh? Petco, I was just like, man, stacking stuff, trying to get in there, but they wouldn't let
Oh,
me.
okay.
So I learned on my own little things here and
So
there.
where'd you learn cats though?
On my own.
Really?
So yeah, so when I was off work, I'll have conversations with people. Hey, so you have dogs too? Yeah, I have cats. Oh, okay. I work in this. Oh, you do cats? Yeah. And that's where I would teach myself. I was hear some things that the people at the salon were doing that were certified for cats, and then I'll try it with these cats. And luckily, I didn't get hurt because they would scratch me up. They would try to
Like
bite
women.
me. They would try to bite me and all that stuff. But I didn't get hurt with those cats.
And how many dog clients do you have right now versus cat clients?
Well, cats is probably like 20%.
Oh, really?
Maybe like 20% cats,
That's a big number.
and then the rest is
Dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
Have you ever thought about including other types of animals?
Yeah, some lady comes through with like, hey, can you cut the nails on my parrot? I got you, and I do that real quick. She has a
So
dog.
you're
I
good
do
with
the
parrots too?
dogs. Yeah, I started learning them, but they also have more things like how to cut their wings, how to do stuff like that.
So
But
you know how to do that?
I don't do that. It's easy to learn, and the thing is, you're not being afraid to do that. I work with animals, so I could kind of understand the animal, and you just learn
Do you,
what
do
it
you know
is.
who Tarzan is?
Yeah,
Why don't you become like the groomer Tarzan? Where
I was back then. I had the longer hair,
because
but
you could do all those, you could do wild videos.
I said that kind that. You're not the movie though.
Oh yeah. So there's a Tarzan. He's like a celebrity influencer that deals with wild animals like snakes
oh, okay.
and things like that. And he does videos and he goes viral all the time. So if you go viral with, if you make more controversial videos,
Mm-hmm.
like if you would put videos of you getting bit, like getting like attacked by
Yeah.
different animals and how you deal with it, and you put it
Uh-huh.
on,
I'll
or
probably do
or a
that.
dog bites you and then you show it there and you just stay composed, and then you post it, like it'll go
Yeah.
viral. Same thing with like when you sit when the dog rushes at you, and you kind of duck, and then you calm him down, and then that would be, those
Yeah.
would be good
I'm
videos.
working on that. I have a cameraman that's starting to come through like a part-time thing. So in those occasions, I could do those things. But
Mhm.
like I said, right now, you want to make sure that you do the job right
Mhm.
and that you're able to serve your pet parent in grooming,
Yeah.
in veterinarian services, in educational, information, and also just like you talked about bringing a circle in, right? So maybe having customers that we have come into like
Yeah.
a certain little thing where I could show them how the business plays out, so they know what it's all about, because they see me and doing my thing, and it's cool. They've seen it for many years, and here and there I'm throwing little clips on what goes on when we do stuff. But I'm pretty soon I'm gonna go ahead and do something like that where you could see the ins and outs of everything. And I think that would be a little more like the viral thing that will pop off with that.
Yeah.
You'll see that dog that may do a certain move and really like hit your jaw. So when you're working with your dog, you're not working like chewing gum or with your mouth open, because you could just cut your tongue.
Mm.
These are the things that I'm letting my associates know. Hey, close your mouth when you're working. Hey, when you have this dog that's this way, put it around the chest so he's not choking. Hey, that dog's too heavy, he's a little wild, work him on the floor. Things that sometimes you don't think about because you're working. Sometimes people work like automatic, like robots.
Mm-hmm.
With these dogs, you can't do that. So if you want to avoid injuries, if you don't want to get bit, if you want to continue to see that dog again, you have to do things right.
Have you ever thought about having your own like commercial space where dogs, where you
Yeah.
bring pets to you?
Yeah, so I need to find a spot sometime in like November, December,
Mm-hmm.
so I could have the academy with the grooming salon.
That'd be
at the
cool.
Spot, because a lot of customers want to go to the place to show their dog off. Oh wow, the dog's so mannered. Oh, that's a nice dog. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
And
Well-
then they like to do their shopping and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Why don't you create like an app where, like, you know how they ordered Uber
So
or DoorDash, where they could go on an app and send you a dog or a
yeah.
cat.
Do you know somebody that does that? Because I do have everything written down.
Yeah.
An app that will help my workers work a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Have the pet parents be on time of what's going on
Yeah.
with their next appointment, and also the office could see what's going on
Yeah. Yeah.
as the game's
Do
playing.
you run ads?
I do, but not in the thousands. Just like the hundreds, the tens.
Yeah, you need to run
30s.
ads.
That's all. I'm
So, you have how many people under you?
doing. About like 6.
And so right now they're taking care of some pets.
So right now they're not. It's like a part-time thing. Well, what I gotta do is really find somebody that's at my level, where if they could go ahead and hustle hard, they could get part of this company, because this company could just be multiplied to more. All right, and the system's already played out, so you don't get bit. You can stay fit. Your mind could get right, and people love you when you do it. You know, so if you have that, if you're not allergic to dogs, if you're a team player, like you play sports or something,
Yeah.
you know, you're educated, like you know how to communicate with people, and you could follow instructions, and you got it, and you can make 300,000.
Yeah.
And if you want to do more, that's where you start learning how I do the academy, how I do the brick and mortar, how I do the event space for those that want to see what's cracking with my business, the boarding with the little plans that we got. Hey man, I'm going on vacation, but today I really don't want to take my dog. Do you have this date and this date? Yeah, we'll be over there. We'll pick them up and we'll drop them off. Well, good looking out, Edward. Okay, cool. That's what we're doing. And people,
Yeah, because you could offer a lot. You could offer a lot of other services too.
yeah. So we're talking about uniforms. So I really don't like to look beat up. I like to look right. But during the process, a dog rips my shirt.
You got an extra one.
A dog may pee on me because he's shy.
Really?
You know, like I may put my wallet in my pocket, but I dropped it. So now,
So dogs get shy?
yeah, they get a little shy. Then they'll pee on you. Like, oh man, it's all right, boy. Because they're like nervous. They're like, oh shoot, I got to shower. They already know what it is. So now
They don't like showers?
Some don't.
Why?
I don't know.
Some do?
Some do. Some are cool. They're happy. They get to it. Others are like, oh man, do I have to?
Does
But
Chip like showers?
he's cool. I go ahead and get him. I do my little thing with him, a quick little intro, and then I tell him to follow me. He jumps in, and then we get to it. He's not a dog that doesn't like it because he's not trying to bite and he's not pushing away, and he lets me scrub everywhere. So he's a dog that's open for me to do what I have to do and do everything right.
Yeah. So you said that you got to dress right. So is that something you do different than other dog groomers? Like what do you mean by dress
So
right?
dressing right, a lot of times we don't want to go uniformed up, like it's just like a t-shirt and this and that.
Yeah.
But if we go well uniformed, I mean, I'm not losing my keys. I'm not dropping my wallet. I'm not getting wet where I'm working 12 hours, 13 hours, and I'm like, man, I'm just not feeling comfortable. I can't think because now my pants are wet, underwears are
Yeah.
wet. So now I'm working on my wear. All right, so this wear, I could go ahead and introduce it to some colleagues I have too, let them know what they think. Where you got the zippers where you don't lose your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You got your invincible little pocket where you could put your money, your little tip money that they give you. All right. At the same time, stay clean or cool with this weather in Cali. It gets pretty hot, right? And be able to go ahead and sell them what I got made for them and put their little logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing in Dogfathers Plus I'm doing that I'll be able to let my colleagues know we got too. So as you see with Dogfathers Plus, I'm not just focused there, and that's why I put the plus on that.
Yeah. I like the plus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it sounds almost like VIP.
Yeah, man, we're VIP, and I've been working really hard to make sure we come through like that.
So what's the secret for you to like grow more? Is it to hire more people and
Yeah, so the secret will be to just double up all the time, follow the same kind of format on how I get to dogs, because the thing is getting to these dogs. People aren't gonna work. They don't want to work on hard dogs, but they need it too. Now you get your easy ones here, but you can't overlook that dog that's difficult, the dog that needs your help. You can't say no. You can't be choosy. Oh, I only do Chihuahuas. I don't do the fancy poodles with the I don't do Hey, you got a Chihuahua, I'll do it. But now you're waiting for that Chihuahua only, when there's so many different dogs needing your help, wanting it.
you got to get the difficult ones, the easy ones, the
Everything,
ugly ones, and the cute ones.
And then now we just talking about you scale it up.
Yeah.
So now it's me, Rosa, my other team, the other member, and the other member, and they push like me. That becomes 30, 60, 90, etc., etc., etc. a month. Minus the The 100 every day minus, okay, the month came, we need shampoos, minus, oh, okay, taxes for the IRS, minus, but it's not bad. It's playing really good. The whole thing is like you said, you need some viral stuff. Okay, cool. I'll work on that.
You do a great job with your videos. You just have to run ads. I'm gonna help you with that.
All right, yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
because you'll. What are you gonna do if you get too many dogs though, and you need to expand to other states?
I'll do it
Yeah,
because I have some customers in other states.
because Petco is nationwide, right?
Yeah, so why not pass, like having that plus out there.
And then you
Please,
could
guys.
also you're also gonna do the academy, so you could because dogs and cats are recession proof. Because like people will give up their house, their car, they'll be homeless, but they'll keep their dog or their cat.
Yeah, that's true.
Except for Rocky, because Rocky sold his dog.
Rocky.
Rocky Balboa.
Oh,
Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rocky
the movie
Balboa.
he was really broken. He sold his dog.
Daddy, I missed that.
Yeah, and then he regretted it so bad, and then when he made money, he tried to buy the dog back, and then they wouldn't sell him the dog back.
Yeah, I mean the dogs is just that love, man. You
Mhm.
can't give them away.
Yeah, like I don't know
You
what
learn this lesson.
people love their dogs more than their real family, or
Mhm.
their kids sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you see like all the time like men and women they have a dog and they're so attached with the dog. And
Yeah, so you see how, like in my position, that's how I look at it. It's like I have to do it. I have to give my dog everything. That
Yeah.
time I'm there with them, I gotta give it everything. Like you
Yeah.
see what they don't like. Okay, let me switch it up like this. Let me do this, and that's what counts.
yeah,
You want to get fancy, do all this stuff. Yeah, I got all those little things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, is that's what you need.
so you're gonna go nationwide, and then you're gonna have your academy. Like how much can your company like what how much is your company gonna be worth?
Like 30 million.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cause see, you talking about the events. You're talking about the fashion, right? I'm not talking about go ahead and like the Paris fashion walk, but I'm talking about, hey man, this thing just protected you from getting bit by a dog, and look, it's not even heavy on you.
are you gonna sell like supplies too, like
Yeah.
toys
So
and that
now,
kind of
so
like
now,
Petco?
so now, yeah, but a little more custom.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see a lot of things, but I can't say it out here because I know y'all gonna jump on it.
Oh yeah,
And,
don't share your
and
secrets.
I already know, like I'm already with that. So we're talking about those products for our dogs.
You know how much I think you could do your company could be worth way more than 30 million. You know how much Petco is worth?
Yeah, like
A billion.
yeah.
933 million.
And see, and they're doing a lot of everything, selling food, selling other
Yeah, that's what you
stuff.
gotta do.
So yeah, like I told you, I already got this little thing too that's gonna help your dog too when it comes to some things, and I'll talk to you about that as well. I can't talk about it right now.
Yeah, no, don't say it.
And yeah, man, all my dogs that know me, they know I show them love.
Yeah.
The customers I have, we've been together for many years, and we've grown together.
What's your longest client?
Longest client? Like, man, there would be like 2013, 2014. 2014.
So you're
That's a
really
long time.
it seems like you're very good at retaining your customers.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that I still haven't called because remember, people are busy. They're finding it. They're trying to. And when I do call, oh hey, could you come through? Yeah, I come through. Why? Because that dog just canceled on me, and I had enough time. So now, I need to get a hold of the guy we had on our master class
Yeah.
that could help me just call these people up for me, even people that we don't know.
Yeah.
And
So
let
so you
them
could
know.
get other dog groomers that are not doing as well. You could help them get more business.
Yeah, because some are shy, some don't know how to get to it. Some are just waiting for the dog to come, or
Well-
waiting for the time to pass.
What makes you different though? Well, how come you're not shy?
I just learned. I'm not, I may go ahead and I feel a little embarrassed if something happened, right? But those
What's
days
what's
were
the
back-
most embarrassing thing that has happened?
how maybe you're talking your thing and then you have a piece of poop right here, like hanging, and it's from the dog, and you're like, oh man, or you put your hand in your pocket.
But if they don't know you
Yeah,
do that,
but-
they could think that it's you.
Yeah, but then you get embarrassed on you.
Yeah,
Like
because
I
they might
embarrass myself in front of me.
they might think that you just took a shit and
Exactly. So
got it all over the place.
So those are the type of things that I can remember. Like, I'm stepping on something. I'm like, what's that smell? They say, oh, come, Edward, come inside. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, damn. And it's like, oh, man, I'm over here walking on nice carpet. And
Yeah, yeah.
poop in my shoes. So that will be the things. But other than that, that's normal stuff, right? But, sometimes you'll go ahead and maybe say the word wrong or I don't know, get stuck when you're trying to talk to a customer or forget something. But I just say you just got to be real, and the customer respects that because we're focusing on that dog. Like,
Yeah.
okay, what else did my dog do? What else he do? What do I got to keep an eye on? Oh, he had a tumor. I didn't know.
Yeah. No,
Those
but
type of
you
things.
seem like you're like, if somebody throws a stranger dog to you, like you feel confident that you'll be able to like.
Yeah. There's any dog that's out there I could work on.
You're like the dog whisperer.
So they could, yeah, but I said I'm dog fathers plus. There's a lot of dog fathers out there. I'm dog fathers plus. You got that the whisperer, Caesar. He did his thing.
You know him?
No, I haven't met him yet. But he did his thing and he earned it.
Mhm.
But he's a whisperer, that's his name.
That's all you got to do though. You like, if you focus on your personal brand, you're gonna blow up like bigger than you imagine.
Yeah.
I think 30 million is easy. Like you have to like, I think at least 300 million.
Yeah, I could see it quickly with
It depends.
what I got
It depends like how much you want to work though.
there. Yeah, I'm gonna always be there. Like I can't just go ahead and push away and be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I like to be there, just like you too, right? You like to be there in the
Yeah.
action. What's going
Yeah.
on? Like,
Because then now you get bored.
that's
Then you get
me.
distracted.
Yeah, so you don't want to be seen. I want to catch up with my customer, have a quick little cup of water. Hey, how you been? Okay, cool. Let me check and see how our boy's doing. Hey, how's everything? Everything's cool. Yeah, okay, cool. And we're just chit chatting about other things, and that's how it's been. I've been able to learn a lot from my customers' lifestyles and all that.
Mm-hmm.
How they're doing their thing and how what they need,
Wait.
what they want.
When you get the most challenging dog, or do you delegate it to your team, or do you take care of the challenging dog?
Well, with those challenging dogs, I gotta get to it because you can't just get super good with them that quick. It comes to it, right? Like that pro boxer that has fought many good fighters to the pro boxer that is doing good
Yeah.
and still hasn't got there.
Is that do you like taking those challenges?
I like taking those challenges because at the end of the day, that person shows me what's up. Like, hey man, you did your thing.
Yeah.
And then when I'm out there,
Because you get better.
they're just yelling from far, like, hey, that's my boy. What's up?
Then every dog is easy. Every dog is easy after that because you get used to like hard dogs.
Exactly. So that's the thing. Now I'll tell you this too. There's some dogs that are just crazy.
Mm.
They chain them up in the back. They
Oh,
throw
yeah.
the food at them. I can't work with those dogs. That dog attacks you is gonna attack me. So then that dog there, we're gonna have to take it to the vet, and the vet will handle those things. Like, let me see if I could put him to sleep and then do him and stuff like that. So I work with.
How do you know if it's that kind of a dog though? What if
I have to see him?
But if you see them, you could tell.
Yeah.
What if they lie to you and they have a dog that they tie up in chains and they torture the dog, and then they just pretend that dog is fine and they just throw him at
So
you?
what I would tell him is like, hey, grab the dog, let's go for a walk, and then I'll see how he does. If he's trying to get me, like trying to bite me, we're walking. I'm not messing with them. I'm just talking to you. Walk your dog, control him, and then he can't control him. Then it's like, man, we got to take it to another. Like I have to train him,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be time invested, but it's possible. Anything could be possible because I came around a crazy dog a long time ago, and he was able to become loving, but nobody will get to him. And he was a dog that was chained up, and only like the wife and the husband could get there,
Mm-hmm.
but the brother, the cousin, the family members, no one could get there. And I was able to make sure I
Yeah.
could get to him,
Yeah.
and he became better with other people.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
It's just on me to say yes or no.
Yeah.
But I'm always be there for my dog that wants to improve and wants to live a good life.
So awesome. So one quick thing here. What is the biggest difference between you and all other dog and cat groomers? And if people want to reach out to you and they want to hire you, or they want to get trained, they want you to coach them with your academy and teach them how to do it, or teach them how to get more clients, help them get more clients, where can they reach you?
Hard. They could reach me at dogfathersplus.com or on Instagram under Dogfathers Plus. And when it comes to me putting myself up on all the other groomers out there, I mean, I really can't tell you. Everybody's unique.
Yeah.
All I know is that I'm going to give that pet parent a chance. I'm going to educate that pet parent to let them know what it is that they're paying for and what they need for their dog to live the longest. You know, I've been working on connections with veterinarians to be able to get the most natural like remedies for our dogs before just shooting them up with medicine that will eventually kill them quick. So I don't just stop with making your dog look good. I stop when we keep just going with services that your dog may need in different departments.
Yeah.
So if there's other groomers doing those type of things good, I would like to go ahead and create a little room where we could all talk. And those are the things that I want to go ahead and set up, so where we could build a community for those that are really respected groomers that are doing things, not just looking cute out there.
Right.
And be able to be there for our dogs.
Yeah. Because it is a recession-proof business. Even if recession happens or depression, there's always going to be dogs.
Yeah, I saw it. You know, I retired from PetSmart. I started Dogfather's Grooming Service Plus, and it's never stopped. It doesn't stop.
Because I'm gonna keep getting dogs. Like when my first dog died, I got another dog.
Yeah.
This dog, you know, his time will come, and then I'm gonna get another dog. So people are always gonna have dogs.
And even then, you'll start knowing what type of dog you need.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get a dog because they gave it to you. Sometimes you get a dog because you rescued it. But then you try to find a dog that is like a dog like you, like how you are, right? And that's why.
Is it true that dogs are like their owners?
Well, you could pick a dog that's kind of like you, but
all my dogs kind of look like me.
Yeah, I think me too.
Yeah.
I think they kind of like change a little bit. Like, you know, the Snoop Dogg, how in those old school videos where he is Snoop Dogg, but then he turns into a Doberman.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So when I look at my dogs too, my dogs kind of look like me.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the Instagram, you'll see them.
Yeah. No, well, awesome, Edward. So I'll put all your information below. Contact Edward if you need somebody to take care of your dog, groom them. He even cuts their hair and combs it. And I don't know, my dog, when he came back in, they were like, everybody in the house was saying like, hey, Chip, you look better. He's better looking now.
Did he act different? Like when he went over,
he was acting kind of weird. Like if somebody kind of like did something to him.
Yeah, and then what?
Like he wasn't used to his new look.
Oh yeah.
Because he looked skinnier. Because I think you cut his hair.
Yeah. So what I did for him, because I didn't want to do a lot to him.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know if you knew all those things, right?
Yeah.
Certain things you could do. So now with him, I noticed he has straggly hair around his chest that when he lays down, he's just picking stuff up. So I thinned that out.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that his area was a little irritated. I recommended some supplements.
Yeah.
And if you use that in about 7 weeks, you'll see that disappear.
Yeah.
All right. And I just cleaned that up lightly. For the most part, his nails needed to get done, and we took care of that. And his teeth, they need work. So, you know, us getting on that will help him understand these are things you got to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And won't be like pushing back, hey, what you're doing. And also having different methods to get to him will help him out.
Yeah.
There's always different ways to approach a dog.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, but you're like the Dogfathers plus Whisper. So like combination, they get everything from you.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Edward. Well, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.